Buddy, I'm up in my old stomping grounds up here up in Harlem, 125th. I used to be out here all the time when I used to live right here. I kind of miss it actually. The problem is my wife don't like Harlem. Which I don't blame her, you know, but she did like the stores on 125th. I mean, Harlem's a special place. East Harlem's rough though, man. I had my Suzuki DR650, an old bike. I had 2003 DR650. That got stolen there, and they pulled a fast one on me. What they did was they stole my chain during the day, because I would chain it up around like a signpost or something. Somebody lifted it up over the signpost, did what they got to do to get rid of it, and when I came home I had nowhere to lock my my bike up. So of course I got home at like 10 o'clock at night. I was looking for my chain. I was like, what the fuck? And there was nowhere to be found. But I wasn't too alarmed. I was thinking, okay, you know, maybe the city caught it, took it. But I was real stupid, because that's actually a really smart thing. If you see someone you're watching, somebody must have been watching me, and I was parking there every night by the bus depot, and they took my chain. And of course, when you come home, they know that I sometimes come home late from doing IT service calls and stuff. So I got home late. I got home at like 9:30, 10, and bam, no lock. And I was like, oh shit. So now at this time, I never kept extra locks. Now I keep extra locks. I don't mess around when it comes to locks now. I have an extra lock in the house. I have 2 locks on the bike. I lock it around a city post, but you know, they do come around sometimes and cut those. So anyway, somebody's watching me. As soon as I came back that night, the bike was gone. No lock, nothing to lock it. I couldn't lock anything to it. I didn't have an extra disc lock. I didn't have nothing. Now I carry a disc lock on the bike on me. I carry one disc lock on me, so that in a severe emergency I could lock up the bike. About to turn in front of me. He's totally like away from the intersection. He was gonna ride on the wrong side of the road, like here. He was gonna try to turn here, like, and ride the wrong side of the road and come in front of me. But anyway, so they got my DR. I never, and first of all, I was also getting complacent, because I wasn't too worried. I was thinking, they're not gonna take this DR650. I had brand new tires on it. I just fixed the stator on it. At the time, it wasn't even running right. But yeah, so I just fixed the stator on it, because it wasn't running for a while. But I swear to God, somebody was watching me. Somebody watching me. Took my stuff and took the whole bike, which was really bad. I didn't have a GPS at the time, because at the time I was weighing my odds, and I said I had no full coverage, which you know, that can actually be something that you have to figure out and debate whether you need it, because on a 2003 DR650, when you look at what the payoff would be on it, it's not much. And I did the research on it, and I was like, this just doesn't make sense to have full coverage. There are times where you approach that level in a bike. So on this Honda XR, obviously I have full coverage, but I still have full coverage on my 2018 KLR, which is becoming debatable. You know, it's starting to reach that age where you say to yourself, I'm paying this much every year. Am I really benefiting from this insurance? You know. But you know, I keep the coverage because I'm hoping for, if there is a disaster, I can at least get back some money, because I use my bike to work, you know. So I don't want any problems with being able to get back to work. But then again, you know, you've got to present a lot of paperwork. You don't want to deal with that, like thinking that you're going to get a quick payoff on your bike and all that stuff. It doesn't come as quick as you would hope. And if you're using the bike for work, it takes a little bit of time to get that back. So I would say you're better off preventing the theft of your bike in the first place, if you can. You always want to prevent the actual theft of it. Thinking that you're gonna just, you know, collect from the insurance company and get another one, 1, 2, 3, it's not gonna happen, you know. And there'll be investigations about the bike, you know. You're gonna need paperwork, police reports and things. You gotta have all your paperwork in order. Everything's got to be in order to be able to collect on the bike. It's not in order, you're not getting your new bike, you know, and you're not going to collect on it, or you may get a partial on it, whatever, I don't know. But all of it's all bullshit anyway. You don't want to be dealing with that. You want to protect your bike, and you want to analyze coverages on it to make sure when you shouldn't have full coverage on it anymore, and just liability. In Florida, you don't even need insurance on your bike, you know. You can drive without it. I don't recommend that, but I mean, because if you hit a pedestrian or something, whatever, it's going to be out of pocket for you. Or if you hit a car or something, you're going to have to deal with it. Break a mirror, whatever, you know. It's not like New York where your lane split and somebody cuts into you and their mirror falls off into your lap. You know, it's on them. It's a given. You don't even stop, because I've had instances where someone was pushing me into a truck, you know, on a crowded highway, and you make a choice, you know, it's your mirror or my leg going into the 18-wheeler. I'm gonna take your mirror, you know. I don't purposely try to hit people's mirrors, but shit happens, you know. Sometimes people get aggressive. In this pandemic, they get very aggressive. So if you hit a mirror, that's why I got hand guards on this bike. These wraparounds, they're bolted to the, you know, to the handlebar very well, with an end bolt and a bolt. You know, they got a bolt here and here. So these wraparounds can take a mirror off clean, you know, and not your hand. So that's very important. But anyway, not to get off the subject, insurance, you got to analyze, see if it's still worth it for you. Then after you analyze the insurance, you got to analyze the coverages you have, you know, for your insurance, whether or not it's worth it. But what happened to me with that DR650 was quite scary, because I did not expect that. wanted to take that bike. But the reality is, people use motorcycles in New York to commit crimes. So if they can ride around on your DR 650, which is quite fast, nimble, easy to fuck with, you know, it's easy to steal. You just break the column block, steering column block, and then handlebar lock. You just break it and then drag it, you know, roll it to where you want to. And then once you get it rolled where you need it, you can work on it. To jump on the West Side Highway. We gotta go down to 49th Street. Nice little view of the Hudson River. gotta go to 49th and 49th and 9th.